better must come, 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 better must come.
The revolution begins. The 1st of February, Black History Month. Rasssinternet.today. Yes, this is Mutabaruka. We want to introduce you now to Rasssinternet. Rasssinternet will provide you with all the things that you ever wanted to hear on your laptop and on your phone as it relates to Africa and the African experience, cultural, social, political, spiritual, religious. This is Rasssinternet, a revolution in media. So all you have to do is just log in. What to do after. This is Rasssinternet coming to you all the way from Kingston, Jamaica. So what we say, log in and stay tuned. It is a revolution in media. Out. So much things going on in the world, and so much things are going on in Jamaica, and certain things just get out of hand. When we say out of hand, I mean really out of hand. And we hope say 200 guns recognize how out of hand it get. Because may I tell you, the people them, you think say them scared of the COVID. May I tell you, government people, I know the COVID, the people them afraid of like the gunman them right now, Because I say it already, it come like say every man have a gun on the road, Trust me. I mean, I know how so much gun about the place and them can't find 200 gun in a month. Yet still them know say 200 gun are coming every month. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know why is it that the shooting just get out and just so. I mean, like, well, it's not that it never out and all the while, but there's some look. It kind of look away right now. It look away right now. You understand? The government who claims that them have everything under control with certain things, them do have nothing under control. Nothing them not have under control. You understand? This government has nothing under control. And there is no opposition party to say anything to oppose them. I don't see no opposition party again. Because the opposition party is busy trying to figure out if they want a white man to lead them or not. I don't understand these things. I maybe understand it, but I don't want to believe, say, is that is really happening. No. I mean, every day, Rasta, every day, it's like the gunman, them might try rival the COVID. Yes, the gunman, them really are try rival the COVID. I have to say, all right, COVID killed 300 odd people since it started in 1 year. The gunman them kill over 1,000 since last year, January till December. Over 1,000 enough. The COVID since March till now killed 300 odd people. That is 4 times. It's about 5 trees. 15. That is about 5 times the amount where the gunman them kill. 4 times the amount the gunman killed last year. The COVID killed 300 odd. I will not say only, because 300 odd is enough. It's more than in all of the Caribbean island them. The COVID in Jamaica is the worst COVID statistics in the Caribbean. And we keep saying it. We look at Haiti with 10 million people. 10 million. No, people are insinuating, say, why them not just farm? Hey, remember, I said Barbados is one of the most British islands. Can you imagine that? When people talk about Britain in the Americas, them used to say, Barbados. Barbados is the most British of all the Caribbeans. Now people are saying, maybe they should have make the lady the president of Barbados. Give these people some pointers. Pointers. And I must tell the Prime Minister that Mr. Trump is no longer the President of America. Mr. Trump is no longer the President of America. So he can stop being the baby Trump, as we say, is take place, and just pull up him clerks as a brogard and just get on the ball and do what he's supposed to do. And if he can't do it, he know what to do. We cannot have the thing going like this. Cannot. Them know how to farm against the COVID. When them put say, all right, now we have put back the thing at 8 o'clock. Them know how to manipulate and make the thing work, that's all. But them don't know how to deal with the criminal activities. That is more important right now than for to tell people about them must find on the road at 8 o'clock when you have them in the whole bright daylight. Bright daylight, downtown, crowd like worries in the day. And in the night you tell them what's going. Them still not going anywhere. Anywhere we're coming forward. This is the stepping razor. We'll talk about the crime mixed with the COVID. These two things right now is a scourge in the Jamaican society. And whilst the man them can tell us, wear a mask, keep social distance and wash your hand, and it will help to really suppress the COVID thing. What are they doing to get some of those 200 guns per month that is coming into the island? Because we see now cocaine is on the rise again. The trafficking of coke is on the rise again. And you can't hardly get ganja in Jamaica, the land of the good ganja. $20,000 a pound for ganja in Jamaica. That is unacceptable. Even to me who don't smoke ganja, I trade in it. But it is unacceptable. You understand? And we don't understand why is it that we can't get no ganja. And the people them who have them smoke shop, by the gram, they must sell it. Gram. You know what is a gram? They must sell it by the gram, you know. And it's more than $1,000 a gram. How much gram make a pound?
16 gram make a ounce.
60, yes. No. 16 ounce make a pound. 16 ounce make a pound, you know. And it's more than $1,000 I'm selling it for, you know. But make up put it at $1,000 a gram. And 16 gram is $16,000. It don't reach ounce it. It don't reach ounce it, you know. 16 gram is $16,000. And we're not talking about a pound. Let me say, when them sell a gram in a Rasta, it's like it's not 100%. Cause them now buy it for 20,000, you know. Them not buying it for 20,000. Them go to the farmer and buy it. Sometimes for little and nothing. But I tell you, no ganja's planted in our Westmoreland and which part of in that center, you know. Don't make the man them come and take on a ganja for just little bit of money. Like say them a do no favor. Ganja not tomato. Ganja not tomato. Ganja is a precious commodity all over the world where more and more places in America. In America, Kamala Harris, the vice president, So one of the other things is to make sure that the ganja free in America, or what them call it, decriminalize it, not a criminal offense. Like in upstate there, what them call Portland, them now decriminalize hard drugs. When we say decriminalize, it means if them catch you with it, it's not a criminal. We talk about like crack, cocaine, and heroin and all these things, but we know you well. I shouldn't say we don't use it because we have a thing named Mali. Mali. Remember to hear this name on the stepping ways here. So it named Mali. Mali is a drugs amongst the youth them in Jamaica right now. Right now. Mali. Remember that name? I don't even know if the Minister of Health hear about that yet, because them is the last one to hear things. So we have to know, say, this Mali drug is a dangerous drug amongst the youth them. Dangerous. And now, a long time whenever you hear about cocaine, and now we say $2 billion cocaine all over there, so them are find cocaine there, so all sort of cocaine things are going. Why is this happening? Yes, the good old ganja have to take back burner, you know. The good old ganja have to take back burner. What a terrible thing. What is the government doing? They can tell you what to do with the COVID, the mask and all these things. But the thing that is killing more people in Jamaica is the gunman. Them are kill more people than the COVID. So, people, we understand the mask thing and we understand the thing, you know, but guess what? We have to alleviate the murder rate. All on that talk, but no government can be governed, no country cannot be governed without a proper institution that look about the welfare of the people. And the welfare of the people is not being looked after because crime is not a welfare of the people. Crime is something that is like a disease, it's a virus. Crime is a virus. Anyway, we're going to come forward, we're going to take a stock and go to the news.
The time brought to you by IRI FM is...
Yes, the time is 2:45 news time.
Good afternoon. I am Natalie Campbell with the local and international headlines. The Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport says it has been informed of a COVID-19 cluster at its headquarters in New Kingston. A statement a short while ago says the discovery has triggered the necessary health protocols, including testing and quarantine of staff, contact tracing and deep cleaning of the facility. Several members of staff have been asked to work from home. Meantime, there was another big jump in COVID-19 cases yesterday. 329 new COVID-19 cases have pushed Jamaica's case count above the 18,000 mark. They range in age from 1 year to 103 years. Kingston and St. Andrew recorded the highest with 105, followed by St. James with 60 cases. Meantime, there was one new death, pushing that tally to 363. The deceased is a 61-year-old male from Westmoreland. 198 persons are in hospital. Among them are 18 patients who are critically ill and 26 who are moderately ill. A minor earthquake was felt in Jamaica at approximately 10:47 this morning. The earthquake unit says the 3.1 magnitude earthquake had a focal depth of 9 kilometers and was felt primarily in Kingston and St. Andrew in areas such as Chancery Hall and Red Hills. The epicenter was located approximately 5 kilometers north of Hope Bay, Portland. In news overseas, the head of the UK's genetic surveillance program has predicted that the coronavirus variant first found in Kent could become the world's dominant strain. Professor Sharon Peacock told the BBC's Newscast podcast that the new variant has swept the country and it's going to sweep the world in all probability. She said her team's work sequencing variants of the virus could be required for at least 10 years. The Kent variant has already been detected in more than 50 countries. It was first detected in September 2020 in southeast England, and its rapid spread over the following months was cited as a reason for the introduction of new lockdown rules across the UK in January. Finally, the continent's health agency says most countries in Africa should still roll out the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine, despite concerns over its use against the coronavirus variant that emerged in South Africa. Director of the Africa Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, Africa CDC, John Kengasong, says they will not be walking away from AstraZeneca vaccines at all. The variant had now been found in 6 other African countries: Botswana, Comoros, Ghana, Kenya, Mozambique, and Zambia. With no evidence that it was dominant in any of those countries, he advised them and other African nations to still use the vaccine. South Africa has delayed the start of its vaccination campaign, which was due to start this week. The decision was taken after a trial on around 2,000 healthy young people with an average age of 31 showed that AstraZeneca jabs offered minimal protection against mild and moderate cases of the new variant. Those were the local and international headlines. Major news is at 5:45. From the IRI FM newsroom, I am Natalie Campbell.
So we still upon the crime thing and the COVID thing, Still upon the crime and the COVID. We want to know, really, this COVID thing and this vaccine, where them say, I think it's India, them I say, them I get it from. And I say most people, well, not most people still, but I only pay people where I know I talk about the Cuban vaccine, but we're not hearing very much from Cuba with that vaccine, because I hear them say them that test it now upon human beings. They move from the animal testing now to the human testing. But we don't hear nothing more about it again. I want them just keep it for themselves and I vaccinate everyone. But the one we're really interested in is Ms. Matley. Again, I say, I hope people I say, why is it that this government don't take some coaching from Ms. Matley, the Prime Minister of Barbados? All right, here we are going now. She'll get some gift from India. The vaccine was made in India, and them apparently them give Barbados a gift. I want to know how she come to getting gift from India. And we now can't get gift from nowhere, because no matter about how much money they must spend on the vaccine, the Pfizer vaccine and them things there, which most Jamaicans skeptical about this Pfizer vaccine. We know that the Indian them have about 1 billion people in them country where them say them have a vaccine 1 billion people. And I can't tell me a year, which is not hearsay still. Them have 500,000 doses of this Indian vaccine that is going to be made available in the Caribbean. And they mention the countries them that are going to benefit from it. They mention the countries them in the... And I never hear Jamaica get mentioned. This is not an American vaccine, this is the Indian them. We come up with this vaccine. I don't remember the name of the vaccine. Shame, you can look for it from there. Remember the name of the vaccine where the Indian them come up with. Can somebody tell me, politically, how is it that the Caribbean is offered 500,000 of the vaccine from India, and them call out the name of the country them that is going to benefit? Trinidad and Tobago, I think them say Guyana, Barbados, obviously, because I don't know why I feel says she initiate that move. She, the Prime Minister of Barbados, initiate that move for the vaccine to spread in the Caribbean. But I don't hear them mention Jamaica. So maybe I didn't miss the part when them say Jamaica. But really and truly, that is really strange, because we say, and I'm going to keep reminding the Prime Minister that Mr. Trump Donald Trump is not, and I repeat, is not the president of America. You know the Bible has a politics say, you are not when them take the lie detector, yeah, what the man say, we on the TV, him say, you are not the father of the child. Well, I want to tell the Prime Minister, say, you are not the child of Donald Trump. He's not the president of America again. All right. So the Indian vaccine name, Covaxin. And Covishield, yes. Covaxin and Thomas vaccine them have over there. What? 2 vaccines the Indian them make. And some serious doctor them that still, you know. Yeah, them really know. The Cuban them and the Indian them, always see America go on, can't step in for them shoes that it come to health and how nursing and caring supposed to go as it relates to sick and them something there. Anyway, so we are here about 2 vaccines from India. And those 2 vaccines going to reach down here. So I think one of them going to reach at Jamaica. But the deal where they make, the American, not America. We mix up Jamaica, we interplay America with Jamaica nowadays. It's a serious thing that when you start with that, you know, when you start to talk about Jamaica and say America, you understand? All right, so we want to know where we're going this. We really want to know where we're going this. With all these vaccines with the world. We want to stand by for the hot pick and cash pot special pot draw up next. Reach at Jamaica, but the deal where they make, the American, not America. We mix up Jamaica, we interplay America with Jamaica nowadays. It's a serious thing that when you start with that, you know, when you start to talk about Jamaica and say America, you understand? All right, so we want to know where we're going this. We really want to know where we're going this. With all these vaccines with the world, we want to stand by for the hot pick and cash pot special pot draw up next. Here we go. Okay. And cash pot draws. We want to tell you that the hour here between 3 and 4 is brought to you by confectionaries and snacks. Brought to you by Charles Chocolates. Imagine Charles. Enter our world. This is the stepping razor. The art of war. Here we go. You never hear me? So you know where I say now. We are talking about this drug we're on the road named Mali. And although people don't take it, well, most people don't know about it still. But them youth are take it. Yes, them youth are take it. Seriously are take it. So we have to, as I said, we have to watch out to that. But the minister of, what them call him now? Fitness, wellness. The brother they love run up and look. Every time you see him a jog, I mean, I find a jog, you know, that can't be that jog still, but brethren, you jog too much, man. We see man in New York around the 20-mile what do you call it again? Marathon, I say marathon. The marathon, you know. I mean, I say, if I try to keep fit, but you know, you can't eat fit, you can't keep fit and yam certain things, you know. I tell you that, you know. You keep fit and yam certain things. All right, now you have to stop yam certain things. Yeah, we know, you know what I talk about. You understand? It's kind of contradictory. You understand? All right. So, him is talking about, remember when the Prime Minister used to come on the radio every evening and I'll tell you about what happened to COVID and what happened to COVID and COVID. All right. You need something like that in terms of the crime. The crime. Because you can't just have shooting all over the place. And every day you get up here, one woman get shot there, so one people get shot there, so, and all them something there. And you not hear the Prime Minister. At least it have to be like the one them get killed on the road the other day, about 3 weeks ago. And then you hear somebody come out and say, right, look what them to do here. What a terrible thing. And then now that lie down and you hear something else. But you know, the killing don't go down because it don't look as gruesome as the one where the Prime Minister talk about. Understand? And the gun them look prettier now. But I see some gun. No, I tell you, I see some gun But when me look on them gun, them say, where the man them get them gun they from? Where the man them get them gun they from? How them gun they reach in the hands of the youth them on the street? That police afraid now. Police afraid now. If them youth they decide say why they will come together and try a thing. This little soldier and police is a joke business. It's a joke business. Because pure old gun, like army have enough, pure old gun. Them a buy old gun to give the people them. Them youth have gun where it look like it just come out from out which parts of it make. And them no ram to use it. Them a fire the shot them after the police like wow. And they now run. Them now back run. Them make police a drive off fast. A run. Oh, it a go work. How it a go work? You know, people that talk about I told you them not have no job. Them youth and no business but no youth no job. Job where? Where you talk about? Unemployment. Unemployment what? They call them pretty and expensive. And them know that too, because them know the 200 guns are coming out of the place every month. And 200 guns, all them do is make statement on the radio now, make it sound like, yes, don't worry, be happy. No, we're not happy. We don't happy. Last week we mentioned how a woman drive and realize she can't punch her because when she park her car, them watch her and punch her car, and when she drive go up the road, she see the two bike man them a follow her. And she turn in her road, turn in her yard where she know security there. And a pair of gunshots start fire. And the two bike man them fire 2 shots and get away, and the woman can't get punched. Give thanks, says only can't get punched. But the man them get brazen. Because I say if a man in Jamaica want to kill you, he's going to kill you. I mean, that sounds harsh, but that's the reality of Jamaican situation now. If a man say, you see you, I will get you like you know, boy. Watch out, don't take it lightly. Don't take it lightly. Now we hear say, war broke out in a Tivoli, a Kingston there. That people afraid. War broke out because a man say, how much gun missing? 40 had gun must be missing. And them can't get. I tell you. Whoa, I tell you. But the 40 had gun missing and them can't get account. Somebody have to pay for that. Let me say.
Shoes, motor, shoes.
The shoes, yes. And a clocks too. Like when Prime Minister show off him have clocks. I can tell you something now. This is a serious thing. You see the Prime Minister, him don't know where going on the road. Now some youth come now and clocks. No, first of all, we talk about the bro-God thing. The bro-God thing is an underworld talk. When we say underworld talk, as I said before, some man in a Montego Bay come up with this bro-God to facilitate gangsterism, or some DJ will make it. And they move from dog to bro-God. Your dog, your good friend, but your bro-God now is a man who over you now, and him have certain money can spend in the community, and you understand? Now, the Prime Minister here, the youth, them are call him bro-God. And him just accept it. The Prime Minister, look how much youth make shoes in Jamaica and can't sell it. The Prime Minister couldn't put on a Jamaican shoes on him foot and hold it up. Make a whole heap of people say, at Jamaica the Prime Minister get them shoes from. I'm trying to figure out which part him get them. Me don't know how me sound. But me now go advertise to Jamaica say me have a Clark's boots. That's for the man that were in a certain little thinking and thing like polo shirt and all them, something there. But the Prime Minister, who's supposed to be a protect certain industry, advertise Clark's booty and make people call them broker and them accept it. Before them say no, them not accept it. Click the button.
The time brought to you by IRIFM is...
Yeah, the time is 15 minutes past 2 o'clock.
Can you
Step in razor. So, we'll talk about the problems of how the COVID and the gunman them are work out the thing, and we know see the contribution of these politicians is devastating. You know, so we'll mention how the brogad and the Clark's booty become an issue, a national issue in Jamaica because the Prime Minister flaunt it. And you all see it on national TV. The green Clark's booty. I am told that one of those shoes cost about $15,000. And is England, them shoes that come from for a long time. Long time. Diamond socks and Clark's booty, man sing that from in the 70s. So the Clark's boot and then Vibes Cartel come popularize it again. And now the Prime Minister come popularize it too. I am wondering if common sense and logic no show him could advertise something local and make it become trendy. Trendy. Because that is where I go on now with the youth them. They like trend, things that is trending. You look on the WhatsApp and the YouTube and you say this is trending, and a man, certain people are wearing certain clothes, they say this is trending. The Prime Minister put on certain things that is trending. And as a youth, come here, call him a youth. Yes, as a youth, when him go around and accept the brogad title, I wonder if he didn't know the brogad title, where it come from, the idea of the brogad title. I don't know. But it's just some suggestions, may I say, some suggestions, some observation with suggestions that the Prime Minister should have taken heed. Just like me I talk about the Minister of Wellness, who is not a medical doctor. It's all of that no bother me. Why would we have a Minister of Wellness and thing and him is not a medical doctor? That to me, I don't know what for the next one, but I think that the Minister of Health should all deal with health. I mean, on a professional level, not just on a side thing because them shift him from one thing to the next and put him over there. So, just like how me think that the Minister of Agriculture should have know about agriculture. Him shouldn't just be in a position. You understand? So, just all right. One thing, the Minister of Culture, gender, whatsoever, she's a part of the music industry for years. For years. Babsy Grange. She has been a part of the music industry for years. You see? So, when we look on that now, we say, we really need to pull up socks. Because the thing I get away out there. It get away. It get away out there. Yes, really and truly. And we have to really deal with it. All right, it's about this.
Whenever the PNP is in power, crime rises. And I keep telling people that you have a greater chance of being murdered in Jamaica than by being hit by a car. We can't live like that in our own country. So the Labour Party makes another commitment to you. Unlike the PNP, who said nothing can be done about crime, the Labour Party will share that we believe that there is a lot that we can do to solve crime in this country. There is a lot that we can do to bring down murders in this country. There is a lot that we can do to make you safer in your house and in public spaces.
That was the opposition leader at the time talking, well, not opposition leader, let me say opposition leader, not the opposition leader. That is the Prime Minister of Jamaica talking about if you vote for the next man, it have a weeping and feeling and that should have teeth. But guess what? How much years now them in power? How much years them in power? And there's no cap. There's no cap on violence in Jamaica. No cap. It continues. Yes, I want to remind you that the hour between 3 and 4 is brought to you by Confectionery and Snacks. Brought to you by Charles Chocolates. Imagine Charles, enter your world. Or should I say, enter our world.
I remember me first one pop. I've been strapping up the first pop.
The time brought to you by Irie FM is...
Yeah, the time is 3:30 on the dot. This is the Stepping Razor.
Tell them what they look well now. Good, I got still now.
Here's a black fact during Black History Month, brought to you by Irie FM. Jamaican pharmacologist Professor Manley West and Jamaican ophthalmologist Dr. Albert Lockhart developed the Canasol eye drop after 10 years of continuous and diligent research. The eye drop was developed specifically to treat glaucoma. That was a black fact for Black History Month, brought to you by Irie FM.
We're going to remind you again that the hour between 3 and 4 is brought to you by Confectionery and Snacks. Brought to you by Charles Chocolates. Imagine Charles, enter our world. Step in razor. Step in. Yes. Step in all different farms and different ways. Like this one. This is one of the ways them that to step in. That's a rise up. Yes. So we go down to South St. Elizabeth in the week here. And that's something so strange. And when I realized, I said, oh, that is why it's CSR town. Look, man, why is it that everybody in a South St. Elizabeth are plant pure tomato? I mean, tomato is like a glut of tomato. South field, come right down to near Treasure Beach there. Everybody are plant tomato. I don't know what's going on. Somebody to tell everybody to plant tomato. I will call them say tomato sell for $800 a pound. Why everybody are planted? But if everybody planted, the price must drop because there's a glut. Right now there's a glut in a St. Elizabeth of tomato. A serious glut. And when you go in the market and supermarket, them you see it sell for $400, $500 a pound. For tomato. And it appeared to me that the only next thing we're missing near to tomato right now, cabbage. It look like the farmer them I get kind of insecure about the farming thing because no money no deposit again. Because even the ganja man I feel it, you know. We keep saying it, but it's true. If you can contact, I get in contact with one of those smokehouses in Jamaica and just supply them continuously with ganja, you might have a chance to come out of the whole deep well where most of the things them in are. And them have no cold storage and them have no agro industry for really deal with it. And we keep saying it, we need to divest our attention to agro-industry. The preservation of the food can be preserved through preserves. Yes. A whole heap of people want pickle now, a whole heap of people want all sorts of sauces. And I see somebody start a thing, I want to interview with them too because it looked like something so unique and so innovative where them roast the breadfruit and peel it and put it in a nice package. It come like America. And I've seen it made in Jamaica. I see them a mill flour in Jamaica. When I say flour, I mean real. It don't come, I know say it don't come from out of the flour mill. People just get the wheat and start to mill it. Maybe they might bring in the wheat too. But I see that the food industry is not an industry, because for it to be an industry, you have to have a group of people who is into it, to divest into what we call agro-industry. Too much foreign coconut oil upon the shelf them in Jamaica. Too much foreign water upon the shelf them in Jamaica. Why the hell Jamaica import so much water from Trinidad? We have spent billions of dollars importing from Trinidad. For them, well, them sell we. It's dozens of times, dozens more them I get from we than we are get from them. The ratio of export to Trinidad from Jamaica is nothing compared to the import what Trinidad have bring to Jamaica. A thing like coconut oil. Why we have so much coconut tree and refer to the coconut oil? Because I remember say them did put all kind of no on coconut oil one time, you know. But coconut oil is now the choice of Hollywood stars to rub up them skin and rubbing on them ear and all these things. Coconut oil, simple as you take it, something my granny used to do for a long time. Coconut oil. And coconut oil, the one them we get from St. Mary and Portland. You remember sometime the other time when you have fried things with coconut oil, you smell the coconut oil and it gives you this aroma that is so enticing. Now you have I have fight against some coconut oil, you know, but you have some coconut oil that come from Trinidad right now where it don't have no smell. It's like them take out what them call it? Them take out it's like them take out something out and it have the coconut oil smell. It's just plain, just simply coconut oil. And we don't use it just coconut oil. So we use coconut oil. When you rub coconut oil by your skin, you're supposed to smell it. And it don't smell bad. It don't smell bad. But now we have coconut oil on shelf where it no reach the standard of how we did I say coconut oil supposed to be. It no reach that standard there. It don't reach the standard of that. And we need to really figure it out. We can't just importing. So all when them in a problem like we, yet still our market is not being without the full potential of our market. You have a thing named RADA over there, so. RADA, what I deal with? What are they dealing with? We have to do cold storage them to preserve certain food for future movement. Because right now the dry season soon come on. The dry season soon come on. And when the dry season come on, trust me man, it's really funny. Because the dry season now is not the same dry season like what we usually know. Just like how the rainy season is not like the same rainy season what we used to know. Global this and global that take over the place. So I don't know if the government have anything in place to deal with all these things. Just like I know them do, I'm not in place to deal with the water crisis that will take place. There is a water crisis coming up soon. I couldn't know that. Water crisis that will come up soon. And we still formulate nothing to make water make water be a problem when there's no rain at all. Just like how we see enough tomato about the place now. Enough. And I tell you, me drive from Treasure Beach, come right out, open to Junction. And I tell you, say the amount of tomato farming when I see a go on, man. I never see so much tomato plant. Yet, I may observe it all the while. Usually people have all garden egg and cabbage and pop chow and all these things, pumpkin and but one of the things is that them I say the hotel them take what them supposed to take already again. But that is not the point. The point is that our eating habits in Jamaica is so terrible that now that we have the food, can eat, we still not eat it. And I will never forget that when we're in our country, we go to market, do man them have them carrot, with them weed, for us in a Saturday, them a sell carrot, Friday and Saturday, them a sell carrot. And Saturday evening, them take the money and go buy tin carrot juice. That is madness. Tin carrot juice, them go buy. And that's the same thing I go on here, so now. We are do after effect thing. After effect. You know, we call for the production of rice. I am not a rice lover, but the majority of Jamaican people eat rice. And you can plant the good rice because the good rice used to plant at Westmoreland. The good rice used to plant at Westmoreland. But no rice now plant at Jamaica again. We are import all the rice from Guyana and from wherever it come from. Uncle Ben ancestors Uncle Ben ancestors. Uncle Ben family must feel good. Because Jamaica import all sort of rice from all sort of the places. And we can plant rice. Move the cane field them and plant rice. That is what we're supposed to do. All those cane man as they say to plant cane and all them something there. Cane out of fashion and now, sugar out of fashion. I better you just plant the cane and make cane juice with it. Because cane juice supposed to be in fashion. It's a thirst filler, cane juice. Me, I promote that. Cane juice with ginger and lime. And now this is a sugar. After the knowledge what we get now, it's a drug. Sugar is a drug. And some Jamaican people can't do without sugar. And them don't know how juice tastes. Them know how the milk in the carrot juice tastes. And them know how the sugar in the other juices here, but them don't know how the juice itself tastes, how the fruit tastes. And that is a travesty in itself. Serious travesty. So we just say, we need to come to grips with these things, totally.
Pull up! Get more chips with the JP St. Mary's Extra Crunchy Banana Chips. At the time by JP St. Mary's Extra Crunchy Banana Chips is...
Yeah, the time is 1 minute past 4 o'clock. We are talking about the food thing, because it's very important. Very, very important. We are talking about rice. We are talking about tomato. Then we are planting enough now. Glut of tomato on the market. We are talking about how we not do nothing for really preserve our agricultural industry by having what them call it coal houses. Yes, coal houses. And also agro-industry. We are talking about how we could have moved the cane field them and put rice in them. Yes, because most Jamaicans eat rice every day. And we are not talking about just plant rice neither. We are plant the right rice. Yes, the right rice. Remember them red rice where you used to there at Westmoreland, man? Where we used to travel from Kingston, go down there, and I carry the bagger and down them in our country bus to come back at town with them. I'm bridging them. And then when we come at town with them, we get flour bag, put the rice down in it and beat it and then blow it out and get the rice. Because we say we don't want them polish the rice and sell it. We don't yam polish rice. And at that most Jamaican yam polish rice. We don't have no nutrients in it. It's white like white. Polish rice. And that is what them are import most of the time. Uptown people and people who really know about certain rice, we say them are want basmati rice and jasmine rice and all these things where most Jamaican people don't know about them rice there. You know, see, which is a better rice. But we can produce rice at a high level, at a high standard, because all the things that we produce, the coffee and the ganja and all them, something is of high standard. So we can produce rice at high standard. If we want to produce all basmati rice, most Jamaicans don't know what I talk about, but I can't help you there right now, go Google it. Most Jamaicans eat rice. And I say, the government should be looking into it. I remember one time I did a talk to, where name again? Montague, Bobby. Yeah, I did a talk to Bam. I think he was the Minister of Culture at the time. When I did a talk to him. And he hear me talk about the right. And him called the program. And him say, we are in, boy, I'm not telling you, politician dangerous to the Rasta. Bobby Montague called the stepping razor when him hear me talk about rice. And I give this long epistle about how the government is in line with rice and with Susie this and with Susie that. Bobby Montague is no more the minister to deal with that. Where's all those plans? What them plan today? Meanwhile, we are import rice. We should not import rice. I'm telling you that, I'm going to emphasize it. Jamaica should not be importing rice, just like how we should not be importing water. It's a travesty. It's a shame and disgrace. Me come here, say Jamaica is a land of food and water. And then when me go in at the supermarket, me see line up on top of lines of water. And when me turn around the back, me see it mark Trinidad. So you tell me, say, no, Trinidad water, boy, sweeter than our world. Not a damn of that. No way, Jose. No more that they sign some little agreement with these people and them can't relent upon the agreement. That is what them do. Sign some terrible agreement to take certain portion of this and certain portion of that. Meanwhile, we not have nothing to send go give them. You know, see, Guyana the same thing. We've signed an agreement with Guyana to get rice. And the rice are coming like wow. And we can plant the rice as well. We have the land, you know. We have the land. It's not like we don't have the land. Want to the private sector, man, them not understand about how it go. Them know still, you know, but right now, them prefer buy the foreign things, them. Them prefer buy the foreign things, them, because them no want to produce it on so because the government set the thing, it is more expensive to produce the thing here and sell it. More expensive than to just import it. They'll have to go through the whole heap of problem. You just import tons of rice. And now I see them, I tell you, I see them import, I see a company in Jamaica package quinoa. Quinoa is a seed. Well, it come like, I don't know, couscous. It come like couscous. It smell like couscous. But it come from them South American countries, which is a very popular thing amongst health. People who's into health now because it's not starchy. As a matter of fact, quinoa is an alkaline food. We are telling you that. For those of you who hear about quinoa, don't know if you know if you eat it or not. Quinoa is an alkaline food. It don't have no starch in it. If you put it for soak, it don't get sticky. You understand? Now we say, because quinoa is on the rise amongst health people, we say a local company start to package it, you think them easy. Because it's easier. If you just take the thing from foreign and come package it right just so. And the government have too much stipulation on this food thing. That's when a man produce it just so. He have to sell it at an exuberant price that the little man on the road can't afford it. So guess what? Him just going to name anything. Because that's what they have to do. The little white rice will come in bulk and so. When them belly full, them eat it and then still hungry. Because man feel say, the more food you eat is the better for you. It's not the amount of food where you eat, you know. It's the nutritional value of the food where you eat. It's not the amount of food where you eat. It's the nutritional value of the food what you're eating. You understand? So a man can't eat all one fruit, you know. A man can't eat all 2 man go and get more out of it than drink a bottle of rated water, We're full up in belly. And we don't want to reach where 80 there. Reach. Because we go at 80 and see them have mud pie. Let me say, me not talk about no television, nothing, I not talk about what people tell me when I'm reading a book. I say, me go at 80 and see mud pie in the market, a Jack Mill. When I walk up and down in a Jack Mill, I will go to the market and say, mud pie. What is mud pie? Mud pie is where the Asian them use mud, like clay, and make, and roll it, and sell it in the market. And what them do? Them eat it and drink water and them belly full. And no lie, me I tell you now. Me I tell you that. Them eat it and drink water and the belly full. It's mud make it. Clean mud. We know reach it so. But the way other thing I go now. When the dryness come on the land, when no rain or fall for months, and we have drought on the land, and the food spoiling at the field because we never preserve and prevent the food them from spoil. We're going to see what is going to happen. So, once again, Stepping Razor, I suggest, because sometimes them say I already is licked down, but we have tried suggest some things. Type the watchman see the danger and don't want. The blood of the people will be on his shoulder. So we have become a warner man. Warner man. We have warned all these people who is there now to facilitate certain things to help the people them who is producing things. To really recognize what we are saying. And it's not so little joke talk. Or it's not something where you say, you can't go say, yeah man, I'm just a talk wind. No. We see it. We see it. We see that there's no full trust for agro industry or to make some, what them call it, cold storage houses, cold storage house we are talking about. You build some house and it's like a freezer box, but it's a large freezer box. And you put the food them in there. As a matter of fact, people, it's like when you have places, you used to have it in Jamaica, I don't know if you have anything in Jamaica like that again, but them used to have some place where you can rent it. It's like them put a whole heap of the container them together. And some like a 20-foot container, and you have 40-foot container, you can rent them and store things in them, and you have the key and your lock and everything, and you have security in that place. And then you put your things them in there. If you have old furniture, or if you have some things where you don't want to throw away, you rent the space and put it in there. Or if you have some things where you sell, but your store can't hold enough of that thing, you just rent that space and put it in there, and then you use it as your place where you distribute from to your store. They must do that for the farming industry as it relates to storage, cold storage. You must have cold storage in Jamaica, like those things we are talking about, where a man can rent it, whether it's a big company or a group of farmers in a St. Elizabeth or anywhere them there, can put these perishable goods inside it and make it stay there. Make it stay there. You understand? All these things is what we are talking about. So we just a lick down. We are bring up to, and me say again, rice. Who's going to take up that challenge in Jamaica? Who is the people them in Jamaica? And as I say, maybe them don't even want to talk, because maybe them have it in mind. And maybe say, say the boy, the Muta, him have sense. A little private sector man go to say, him have sense, And him go check it out, And when him go check it out, him realize, but the government are going too bad, man. That not go feasible. That not going to make no money. That not going to make no money if we start to do that in Jamaica. Because the amount of this and the amount of that where you have to go spend. And if you have to build up all a rice mill and all and something there, where you have to go spend on all these things, it's going to create massive. But so we have a flour mill for years. We have the flour mill. And the flour mill now lose no money. Because Jamaican people love dumpling. Jamaican people love dumpling and we not plant wheat. We no plant wheat and we love dumpling. Well, we can plant rice. We can plant rice. Because most Jamaicans we me know eat rice. But we don't want you to plant any kind of rice. We want you to plant good rice. You understand? And don't polish the rice. Because you're not planting for export. You're planting to keep inside us so until you can produce enough, and what you cannot give the people them in Jamaica, then you export it. I don't know if we export water. We should be exporting water, enough water. The amount of bottled water we see in Jamaica right now, yet still. The amount of bottled water we in Jamaica, yet still. When you go into the supermarket, the Trinidad water outshine the Jamaican water. I'm jealous. I go in the supermarket, I'm well jealous. When I go in there and say, made in Trinidad. All Fiji water there in Jamaica. That's for the uptown of them, you know. Yeah, Fiji, them say the best water. Fiji water. And then we are on tour. For the people, them know how we get, we are feeling nowhere. Them put Fiji water in our changing room. Yeah, that like a square buckle looking square, but nice buckle too. Very nice looking buckle. But them say Fiji water is a good water. You understand? But we don't forget Fiji water. Unless you chase I like my own, but you don't forget Fiji water. You have good water in Jamaica, I don't want to call them name, because they come like advertise, but I really want to call them name too, because I know to them good. Because I do program, not pan, I look program on television to find out what's the best water in Jamaica. And I find out which one of them is the best water. But I'm not going to say it on the radio. You know see it? Because advertisement is something you pay for. It's something you pay for. This is the stepping razor, the art of war.
The time brought to you by Irie FM is...
Yeah, the time is 15 minutes past 4 o'clock. And as we say, I'm going to say it again. This is the stepping razor. Okay, so you know.
And run!
Yes, this is the stepping razor. We're there with you, I go through the paces, go through the things them where we feel should be important and is important to the scheme of the thing. We're going to have music, news at 4:30. So I don't want nobody come frighten me and make me feel so the time I run up. You understand? They want to come seal up probably like I do something wrong. You understand? Okay. So you know, we're going on this tune now. We're going on this tune now. Here it comes.
She's a rich girl, come to Jamaica. Her one intention is the Rasta man. To teach about she loves the Alpha and Omega. She's a rich girl, she don't try to hide it. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. She's a poor boy, empty as a pocket with nothing to lose. Sing ta-na-na, ta-na-na-na. She's got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Ta-na-na, ta-na-na-na. She's got diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Yes, she does. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes. Diamonds on the soles of her shoes.
African names last week, and some people are asking why I'm to it. And guess what? I don't do it this week because I left my book. I left my book. Trust me, man. We're sorry about that. We're sorry about
Be your lucky day.
Get your tickets out and let the games begin.
Hot pick and cash pot draws. Congratulations to all of today's winners. Join us again at 8:25 p.m. for another chance to win in top draw dollars, pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, hot pick, and cash pot draws. We want to remind you that the hours between 4 and 5 was brought to you by Digicel Money Pre. Top up with $300 or more for a chance to win. That's Digicel Money Pre. And them say top up with $300 or more for a chance to win. Here we go now.
The Sporting Choice IRFM now brings you a summary on the latest Jamaica Scorpions franchise encounter in the Regional Super 50 Cup being played in Antigua. Brought to you courtesy of Chrome Security Service Limited, Unit 1, 6 West Arcadia Avenue, Kingston 5, 9065820. Chrome Security Service Limited. What matters most is protecting what matters. No reasonable offer will be refused. Here now is Andrew Mason.
Well, it was Jamaica up against a very powerful Trinidad and Tobago side, and the results not what the Jamaicans would have wanted, but really, when you look at that powerful batting lineup with people like Simmons and Lewis and Jason Mohammed, Poran Pollard, that is a big lineup along with Darren Bravo and Ramdin. The action was in Antigua, and it was Trinidad and Tobago winning the toss, electing to send the Jamaicans into bat. Alden Thomas was bowled by Philip for 20, and it was a situation where Jamaica then slipped to 2 for 39. Romain Morris, he was caught by Paulo of Rampal for 5. But then there was a very good partnership. In fact, the innings of the day for Jamaica would have been that of Brandon King, a very attractive player, playing the ball beautifully through the offside and all parts of the ground, really. He looked a very good player. He got together with McCarthy. They added a very important innings for wicket number 3, 116, before Brandon King was bowled by Philip for 96. He would have been absolutely crestfallen. 113 balls, 6 fours, and in terms of sixes, he would have had 3 sixes. The situation was that Jamaica were 155 for 3, and it was a situation that was one that they would have been looking for a lot more runs, at 258 for 6 in the end. McCarthy got 40 from 62 balls. The captain, Rodman Powell, he made 43, and I still believe that Powell maybe needs to be a little bit higher in this order. Palmer got 21, and towards the end it was Green who made 9, 258 for 6 from their 50 overs. In terms of the bowling, Hossein 10 overs, 1 bid, 1 for 46. Then we had Ravi Rampal. Yes, he's still around, 10 overs, and he was pretty interested in terms of his bowling, good control, picking up 1 for 52. Then Anderson Phillips with some pace, a bit expensive, but picking up the wickets. Importantly, 10 overs, no better than 3 for 66. And it was Jason Mohammed with his uncomplicated off spin, 6 overs, no better than for 24. And even the captain, Pollard, had a bowl, 4 overs, 1 maiden, and he picked up 1 for 20. When it was the turn of the Trinidad and Tobago team to bat, before you could say Jamaica land be loved, it was Lendl Simmons, leg before to Cottrell, and of course, that was a good wicket to get, not a run on the board, but then it was the Evan Lewis show. He got together with Jason Mohammed, added 112 for wicket number 2, and really, as we say, that was that. He got 108 from just 94 balls, 8 fours, and as many as 7 sixes, as he really excited the taste buds with some scintillating batting. 108 before he was out. In the end, caught by Alan off McCarthy for 108. Jason Mohammed chipped in with 28. Poran, good to see him play cricket. No, he's a T20 specialist. He made 43. And Darren Bravo towards the end, 58 from 57 balls, 2 fours and 5 sixes. Ramdin was with him then. The victory was clinched. He made 13, and it was a comprehensive victory by the Trinidad and Tobago side. 259 for 5 from 40 overs and 5 balls. In terms of the bowling, Cottrell 8 overs, 1 basin. He picked up 1 for 45. Thomas 6 overs, no bases, none for 37. Green, the Buster Longer, 4 overs, no bases, none for 24. Bulai, 9 overs and 5 balls. He picked up 2 for 83. And then we had a situation where Aaron, he bowled 3 overs, a bit expensive, none for 39. And McCarthy, 10 overs, 1 bid and 2 for 33. So when you look at it, it was a very good victory for the Trinidad and Tobago side, with Jamaica being inserted 258 for 6 from the 50 overs. The knock for Jamaica came from that very exciting batsman, Brandon King, and he really deserved the 100. When the Trinidadians batted, it was certainly Evan Lewis, 108. He got good support from his first officers. Poano got 43, and towards the end was Bravo, 58 not out, and it was a very good victory for the Trinidad and Tobago side. 259 for 5 in 40 overs and 5 balls, and to have some idea as to the extent of the victory, as many as 55 balls were left in the net. That really was like pigeon peas, as they would say. So Jamaica's next encounter will be on Sunday, February the 14th, against Guyana. And that really is going to be a big, big game for them. And despite Valentine's Day, I'm sure that the men from the land of wood and water will declare all out war like Bunticola. Andrew Mason for the final time for Irie FM Sports.
That was a match summary on the latest Jamaica Scorpions franchise encounter in the Super 50 Cup in Antigua. The report came to you courtesy of Chrome Security Service Limited, Unit 1, 6 West Arcadia Avenue, Kingston 5, 9065820. Chrome Security Service Limited. What matters most is protecting what matters. No reasonable offer will be refused.
In the closing moments, yeah, we want to tell the people, them say, be careful, you know. Rough out there. What me say? Be careful. It's rough out there. Don't do no unnecessary things. Don't go to places where you don't have to go there. I mean, I tell you that seriously. You understand? Don't go nowhere unnecessarily. True, you say, Chow, me want to walk go down the road and, you know, Chow, me tired. If you sit down in my house. You understand? Terrible, you know? Terrible. And I only power still carry the killer going in our house. What is the killer? It's in our kitchen. A lot of the food we eat, a poison way. Poison way. Slow poison too. Somebody call poison way quick still. Because you have some people who feel, say, boy, right now, it don't matter where you eat right now, you know, because you're most dead anyway. Well, you know, it's not the most dead part we work with, you know. It's the sick and the pain and the agony and the money where you don't have to go to the doctor to go get medicine. That's what we are talking about. So we know everyone will go pass away. But in the life that you have now, you're not supposed to feel excessive or unnecessary pain because of what you're eating and what you're drinking and what you're thinking. Yeah, because the third thing too is also a problem as it comes to your health. Understand? When you start to think all that, I think, boy, you don't have enough money to do this, and you don't have enough money to do that, and this and that, and all them way there. You have to realize how important it is now to keep straight up. Yes, straight up. Because we are living in a time where none of we ever lived before. None of we ever lived before. I mean, I'll tell you now, we don't want to sound pessimistic, but all when this gone, you know, when this COVID thing pass over, you're going to have something terrible and more wicked than this. Because this is how the earth has set you now. And a man has set it away there. Man not taking care of the earth. So the earth now going to take care of him. Understand? The earth will move according to its nature. According to its nature, the earth is moving. You look on the sea. Look on the sea. You ever watch the wave them? I was say it last night. We lay down the other night. And just taking all the wave them and come to the rock them and a splash upon the rock them. And the bigger the wave is, the more the water splash up. I mean, I say, that is something that are going consistently for hundreds of years, where the water just come, splash, and go out back. Come, splash, and go out back. It has nothing to do, but guess what? It's life. It helps to generate life. It's a life farm. Water is life. You understand? And who know that better than the things that are inside of the water? The fish them and they are different creatures who live in the water. Water is life. But the sea does nothing. Every day it does the same thing. And when I say it don't do nothing, I mean it don't get up out and go out somewhere else. You understand? It stay there and it just splash and go back, splash and go back. Yes, it generate energy, it generate life forms, and it also help us to live as human beings. So we have to find that purpose in all of life forms. The purpose, and we must protect it. Because it's not, it will feel it, you know. Because no look here when you throw it at the sea, it's creatures that will feel it. It's not the sea itself that will feel it. Look here you talk about you're going to pollute the air. It's not the earth that will feel the pollution. It's human beings who live on the earth that will feel the pollution. So we have to know what we are doing. We have to know what we are doing because it's a serious time. And we can't reiterate it too much. Serious time we are living in. Yes.
Whoa, 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 I believe in love, love, love. I believe in love, love, love. I believe in love, love, love. I believe in love, love.
Bob Marley, Derek Harriott, Virgin from Third World, Bonnie Ruggs, and then Sunday we did have Errol Dunkley. So why you up Errol Dunkley now? And I gone with Errol Dunkley, I know how we are going.
You will understand, you will accept that our operations center in the health department is at its wit's end at this point in time, receiving calls, making calls, and ensuring that these particular individuals are given their information and checked upon to ensure that they are following the guidelines. 1/3 of the operating theater staff at the Mandeville Regional Hospital that has been confirmed, and certainly this has had a tremendous impact on especially surgical services.
Acting Medical Officer of Health, Dr. Shawnette Blair Walters. Meantime, the Mandeville Regional Hospital in Manchester is reorganizing its workflows and implementing its search plan after 34 of its staff members tested positive for the novel coronavirus in recent days. The Southern Regional Health Authority, in a statement this morning, said since March last year, 61 of the 780 hospital staff have contracted the virus. It adds that 27 have fully recovered and are back at work. Natalie Campbell reports.
The Southern Regional Health Authority says 2 microbiologists and a public health team are investigating the circumstances under which 27 members of the operating theatre and high dependency unit HDU teams contracted the virus. The hospital's CEO, Alwyn Miller, discloses that investigations revealed that 10 of the active cases are likely to have been contracted outside of the hospital. Mr. Miller further explains that sanitizing of the operating theatre is guided by the highest established standards done after each case and again at the end of each day. Regional Director Michael Bent notes that the Mandeville Regional Hospital's COVID-19 20-bed isolation ward is at full capacity, but the regional authority, which oversees the hospital, had anticipated the challenges of the pandemic and developed a search plan for the region, which covers Manchester, Clarendon and St. Elizabeth in early 2020. This included the identification of additional beds on and off-site to manage any increase in numbers. The surge plan's first year includes repurposing an additional ward to serve as a 16-bed isolation ward and redistribution of patients who can be managed at other hospitals in the region. In addition, there is a 30-bed facility at the Kendall Camp and Conference Centre in Manchester and a 12-bed facility at Fonthill St. Elizabeth for recovering patients who do not need hospitalization. Mr. Ben says, while the service is stretched, it's not broken, as from the onset of the pandemic, the challenges were anticipated. Reporting for IRIE FM News, I am Natalie Campbell.